The proposal to dismiss the government led by Prime Minister Ulaanbaatar has been officially submitted to the Parliament of Mongolia. More than 50 members of parliament have signed the letter calling for the government's resignation, citing 3 key reasons for its dismissal. According to the constitution and relevant laws, the matter must be discussed at a joint session of parliament within 3 days. Therefore, the fate of the Ulaanbaatar government is expected to be decided during the plenary session scheduled for Friday, October 10th. By encroaching on the independence of the legislative body and involving the legal and judicial institutions in political conflicts, Mongolia is no longer governed by the rule of law, but by those in power. The judiciary is being manipulated at their discretion. The current government has divided the 68-member parliamentary group into 2, creating internal conflict. Who caused this division? It is Prime Minister Gumbo Javin Ulaanbaatar himself. In addition to the issue of government dismissal, several MPs criticized the current administration for neglecting parliamentary duties. Lawmakers noted that this period should be focused on debating the state budget, yet many members appear more preoccupied with political maneuvering. I am deeply disappointed. Not a single minister attended today's meeting of the Standing Committee on Economy. 84 officials were present, but not one minister. According to the law, the general budget governor must attend and answer questions. Their absence is a clear violation. The government is failing to perform its duties while Parliament continues its work. The government is not. The people are tired, and so is the press. Citizens are frustrated and confused, unsure who is telling the truth. What are they waiting for? They want policies that genuinely improve family livelihoods, jobs, fair wages, and a sustainable living standard. With growing political tension, all eyes are now on the upcoming plenary session, where Parliament will determine whether the Ulaanbaatar administration will continue or be dissolved.
A group of members of Parliament and the government have submitted an official request to the Speaker of the Parliament, Ulaanbaatar, calling for his suspension and an independent investigation into allegations linked to his name. According to the initiators, the Speaker can continue his duties only after the relevant issues have been investigated and clarified through appropriate legal channels. Given the current political situation, there have been developments that threaten national unity, the continuity of state functions, and the people's trust in the government. Therefore, we are submitting this ethical petition to Speaker Ulaanbaatar, urging that the matters connected to his name be investigated by legal institutions.
If Speaker Ulaanbaatar has no involvement in this case, that should be determined by the court. Conversely, if he is implicated in any way, the Mongolian judiciary must establish this fact. To ensure that the process proceeds fairly and transparently, we are exercising our full authority as members of Parliament to demand his temporary suspension from office pending investigation.
Believe that he has no moral or legal right to continue serving as Speaker of Parliament until the corruption allegations surrounding him are thoroughly investigated and his name is cleared.
False information circulating among citizens has led to an artificial fuel shortage in Ulaanbaatar, according to officials. The Ministry of Mining and Heavy Industry and the Oil and Gas Authority stated that the country's current reserves are sufficient for this month and the coming months, assuring the public that there will be no disruption in fuel supply. Gasoline and diesel fuel continue to arrive daily from both national reserves and imports without interruption. Officials emphasized that there is no basis for public concern and urged citizens to remain calm. The ministry reported that unverified information about a potential fuel shortage has been spreading online, prompting many drivers to queue at gas stations out of fear of an impending crisis. This behavior, they said, has caused an artificial shortage in some areas. Fuel imports are proceeding smoothly and without interruption. However, because of unfounded rumors online, such as claims that Russia has stopped supplying fuel or that factories have halted operations, people have begun forming lines at stations. This behavior itself creates an artificial shortage. For example, when everyone rushes to fill up at once, the station's tanks empty temporarily, leading to the false impression that fuel has run out. Citizens should stay calm. There will be no disruption to imports. Officials confirmed that while fuel supply remains stable nationwide, Certain temporary shortages have occurred in some SUMs of Zavkhan, the western province, due mainly to domestic transportation issues. The Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources added that fuel prices are expected to remain stable as Mongolia continues to receive petroleum products at fixed prices under government agreements with suppliers.